Hey guys, this is Fiddy with another Conquest video, and we're going to be going through Sector 4. So let's dive into this. The feats are going to be gain Tenacity up 50 times, win 15 battles with Kelleran Beq and your squad, attempt to inflict or gain Blight 40 times, defeat 30 enemies with Nightsister units, and for the boss feats, it will be win with a full squad of Galactic Republic surviving, win with Jar Jar surviving, win without using any Empire in your squad, and win with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon surviving. So we're going to dive into the Kelleran Beq battles and gaining Tenacity up 50 times. So the easiest way to gain Tenacity up is going to be through the General Skywalker and clones. I threw in Captain Rex for a safeguard of the following Tenacity for using his unique when a clone ally falls below 50% health. Every time when that happens, it does give a heal of 35% health to that clone trooper ally, and then on top of that, it also provides a tenacity up buff for that ally. This is just a safeguard, and then our main focus of getting tenacity up with this team is from the 501st Rex, the OG Rex, and he provides tenacity up to all allies, and that is on his first special. If you want to do the mini boss feat of winning with a full squad of Galactic Republic surviving, you could take out Captain Rex and you could throw in ARC Trooper, because Captain Rex is not a Galactic Republic. He is a rebel. But that is just a bonus. For the 15 battles with Kelleran Beq in your squad, Kelleran Beq does not need to survive the battle. So we could just throw him in the team and just pretty much complete the battle, and then we can move on for life. I threw in a couple options of teams that we could use, and some of them are Galactic Legends, and some of them are going to be some newer teams, but there are options for you if you really want to use them. An option that's not on the list is Commander Luke Skywalker, 3PO, and Chewie, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and then having Kelleran Beq in the last spot. Inflicting Blight 40 times. This is going to be a super easy feat for a lot of people, and no, you don't have to have this team high gear or high relics. All you're trying to do is just trying to pretty much let your team die off, and then every time when your team pretty much hits every time when one character hits 1% health, they gain their health and protection all the way back, and then they get a stack of decay. When they get that stack of decay, they inflict blight on all enemies. So that is, if there's 5 enemies on the field, that is 5 stacks of blight right there every time when you get 1 stack of decay on your characters. So Enoch does not get decay, so the other 4 characters must be Imperial Remnant for this to work. So Death Trooper Peridia, TIE Fighter Pilot, Night Trooper, Scout Trooper, you have Stormtrooper, the original Stormtrooper, and then you have Death Trooper, and so on and so forth for the other Imperial Remnant Troopers. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon does not work for this. It's only the Imperial Troopers / Imperial Remnant Troopers. And they can die up to 9 times or until they're killed with a critical hit. Inflicting Blight to the enemy team, you can get that about 4 characters times 9. That's the high side, and that will end up to 36 Blight in one battle pretty much. And then there's a couple other ways that you can inflict Blight, like just a little nibble from Death Trooper Peridia, which every time when he uses that, if he kills someone off, that ability resets, and then he can apply that again on the very next turn, and he pretty much, it's like a bonus turn when he kills someone off of that, and that ability is reset. So you can, if you really want to, you could kill off all 5 people off that ability. And then we have Night Trooper with Shambling Shot. Deal physical damage to a target enemy and inflict Night Trooper with a stack of Blight. So you're inflicting it on you this time, not on the enemies. And then every time when you inflict it on yourself, then you can do the ability of Share My Suffering, and that inflicts a Blight on them. So it's pretty much inflict on you and then inflict on them. And so pretty much you're getting Blight on both sides. So it doesn't matter who gets it. It's like you're just getting Blight. And this is a super easy way to complete this feat. Now we're going to be doing defeat 30 enemies with Nightsisters. And you do have options. It's up to you what you want to do for a Nightsister team. If you want to throw in the new characters in there, that's great. Not required, but you just gotta look for a team that you can kind of farm the kills off without wasting too many battles on them and just wasting your time and energy and the stamina progressing forward to try to complete other feats. So some of the teams that I found that I kind of worked on with the Nightsisters is the Imperial Trooper team, because they have like a reinforcement modifier that every time when you kill them off, they get they take one of that reinforcement. I think there's about like 4 or 5 in that modifier, so you could kill them off 4 times before you kill the whole team off. And then there's the Mon Mothma team, and you just need to make sure that there's a Scarif, Rebel, Pathfinder in that team. And if you find one with that, just make sure there is 1 buff on Pathfinder, because he will respawn every single time and make life such a breeze. Debuffs don't count. Once he's dead without a buff, he is dead. If he dies with a buff, he will respawn. Just maybe a little tip on how to farm that. So we're going to be moving on to the next one, working on the remaining feats. If you have Jar Jar, fantastic. This is super easy for you because you could just use Gungans with Jar Jar and then complete the feat. If you don't have Jar Jar, you are just out of luck. There's no way around that. Same with the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. If you have Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, fantastic. You could throw him in an Empire team, or you could have him in his own team, Imperial Remnant Troopers, and complete the battle with ease. You need to win a battle with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon in it, surviving, and then you just have to do the boss battle without any Empire units in that squad. Sector 4 is pretty easy to complete. So if you do like this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I will see you on the Holo Table. Fiddy out.